on 0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be led out by a guy who had a shaky 3 seasons in the Big Apple. Drafted 3rd overall by the team he goes up against here today, the New York Jets. It's Sam Darnold. First play and a first pass coming for Darnold. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there on the first play of the game. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A play fake, and it's Darnold. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That was Justin Reed, the safety, who got to the quarterback. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Now the Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Blankenship's kick is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put them in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU at Zach Wilson.
And what was really attractive about Zach Wilson coming out of college, coming out of BYU, his ability to create and make plays when many people thought they didn't exist. But what's been even better is watch him improve in the pocket, able to hit the back foot, make the right read, and the right throws.
Across midfield. He's on his way. Breece Hall. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall, his second. Touchdown on the year. And the Jets have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. Faking the give, Darnold. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. Off of play action, Darnold looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 83 yards.
And that was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy the defenses had better focus on.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. To throw is Darnold. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
On second down, Darnold. That one into the hands of Hopkins downfield. Touchdown, Vikings. DeAndre Hopkins with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others.
Oh, who these niggas got D-Hop?
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Jets taking over again. Breece Hall making his way out with the offense. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate this.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. They go play action with Wilson. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring it down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. On second down, a run with Hall. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. You look at this defense for the Vikings. It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early, chip away at their timing.
And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jets first down as he gets a little more than he needed. 4 yards to pick up there on 4th and 2. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. The Jets at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to take care of business in front of the home crowd last week.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that opener at home, but now things get a little bit tougher. The good thing for them, though, is they take a little extra confidence with them when they head out on the road.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Seven yards there and a first down. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll go right back to the ground with Portis. And they're knocking on the door now, as a good run there going to take this to about the 10-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They'll give to Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall with his second touchdown here in this. And the taking the lead. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And that makes it 14-10. A 10-play drive that time. And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback. And now out comes Minnesota. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Darnold on first down. Incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
That is caught. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now this is going to be a quarterback draw. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Darnold. He gets it to Addison. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Darnold. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Blankenship's kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback. Now to the 25-yard line. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. 4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. 2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Now, you don't want to see that penalty at any point, but it adds a little extra to it when it comes on 3rd down.
It certainly does, because if this were a boxing match, they had him on the ropes there. 3rd down.
And that's caught inside the 30. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 54 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll run with Hall. And he stopped immediately there. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. One more time with Hall. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is up to 8. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. He lets one go deep for Addison. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, obviously, they never want to...
Them calling that pass interference, bro, is ridiculous. Because how the fuck else is he supposed to go up to get the fucking ball? I stopped for the ball. You can't call pass interference on that if he's looking back for the ball. Oh my gosh, bro. Played that shit perfectly. Perfect play call.
More significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
Play action. It's Darnold.
We'll get that shit right the fuck back anyway. Fuck out of here.
And the Jets will take over here at that 14-yard line.
Turn my music back up.
When they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field? Guys who have...
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. And they're going to speed things up here. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The punt team on now as from their end zone they get it away. And a fair catch is called for. He will take it in to give his guys some excellent field position here. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. To the right side and complete to Thomas. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss.
Oh, and his early struggles continue.
Let's go. Get that shit back in the plug.
Their own 23. After the interception, here's Wilson. This pass out wide to Hall. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. Now Wilson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
4th down. Here's Wilson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's trying to get as much as he can. And boy, a lot's going to depend on the spot. But they're going to give it to him. He needed 5. He didn't get much more than that. But it's enough at a 1st down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Play action. It's Wilson. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Good work there to force the incompletion and 4th down. Normally, it'd be a quick change for the punt return unit, but this offense has converted twice on 4th down so far, so you may want to double-check things there and make sure they're actually going to kick the football.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. So we have reached... Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the 3rd quarter here. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the 2nd half. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their own 18. He'll give it to Hall to start the drive. Up to the 20.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
108 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
An inside give. Here's Portis. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the 1st half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the 2nd half.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. This is intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Vikings will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Darnold now to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Taken in at the 22. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and 8. Now it's Wilson. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
Wilson now off the bootleg. And a throw right sideline is complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jets have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series. But
there he goes, right side. Still on his feet. Inside the 10. Touchdown. Jordan Addison. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And this is back to an 8-point game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And New York set to take the field. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he fires one incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
They go play action now. Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 43 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Hall. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and the lead is up to 15 now. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Jordan Addison back out now as the Vikings offense set to take possession. Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards. But, hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. They run with Thomas. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson. And the Vikings are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And this is back to an 8-point game. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Jets taking over again. Breece Hall making his way out with the offense. He's had a touchdown for every quarter so far. 3 here in the third, and probably hoping he's not done yet.
And this is a situation where it's okay to be greedy. When you've already scored 3 times, you want 4, you want more than that. And guess what? That only helps your team.
Yeah, so far 3, now in search of 4. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. They'll give this up the middle to Portis. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And check down, complete to Hall. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Down the sideline he goes. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. A very nice pickup of 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilson. 2nd and 10. Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilson.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They'll run with Hall. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He gets it underneath to Hall. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. He'll look to throw. There's Hall bringing in another one. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Jets are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. His first career touchdown pass, and it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
McLaughlin for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown pass to Breece Hall. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback. And now out comes Minnesota. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he's brought down. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Darnold, and the throw here caught by Addison. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now they're in the hurry-up. A shotgun snap for Darnold. This is caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson with his 2nd touchdown. Fifth on the year. And the Vikings get a bit closer. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series.
He has been a factor in a multitude of ways. Over 100 yards rushing. He's approaching that number in the receiving category, too.
And you know why I've always respected guys who can have these types of games? As a runner, you're going through a pile. People are raking at the football all the time. Your hands take a beating. Okay, and to be able to still go out and catch the football in open field after going through that guy's dynamite.
He's been dynamite in this game so far. We'll see defensively if they have an answer, because they need to come up with something.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he is caught. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Running right, Portis. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They hand it off to Portis. He will push his way down to about the 14.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
On the counter, it's Hall. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And he will have a Jets 1st down, and that should just about do it. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Jets are going to use the 1st of their timeouts. It's just their 1st. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
3rd and goal at the 4-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And I don't think he got in. He didn't. He's stoned at the... They tried to let the fullback pound it in between the tackles, but he stopped up short. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. Now Darnold. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Darnold to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be
Incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
But based on the last two play calls we just witnessed, the word conservative is not in their playbook. Incomplete, and then they decide to throw deep from this point on the field. That's a team that's really getting after it.
Dancing to his left. And he will slide down with the first down for the moment, but a penalty flag on the field. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
One last throw now for Darnold. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. Another one in the books for his partner. Always great to be by your side. And look, both offenses, both defenses had some moments in this one, but I think you would agree these coaching staffs are also going to have some stuff to clean up on film.
Absolutely, partner, and let's face it, any game we get to watch from up here, it's going to be a blast. Do we want to get a real job? Absolutely not. Let's keep watching the NFL all season long.
So for the Jets, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week.